G'day guys, welcome to Sumo's Projects and welcome to this week's video. On this video I'm going to take you with me on a bit of a tour of a show event that was hosted down in Melbourne this current weekend called Wood Dust, and I had a fantastic time. This was quite a unique type of show, and as we go through the video I'll explain a little bit more about the absolute highlights and great time that I and all the participants there had. So if this is the first time being Sumo's Projects, I'd love it if you go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell and share the video around. Alright, let's go. So we're in Melbourne, we're currently on our way to Wood Dust, or as we might call it today, Wood Mud. What do you reckon, Chris?
Yeah, no, I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, so fingers crossed it'll clear up and maybe get to 30 degrees, but that's not going to happen. In the past I've attended quite a few woodworking events, both locally and in the larger city. These are generic type events, and you know, it's basically where people who stock machinery and that, they want to advertise their wares, so they put them on display, and it gives the average punter a good opportunity to have a peruse around and perhaps find something that they're looking for. But this type of show is actually more interactive, so it's held at a makerspace, and for a long time I've heard the terminology makerspace, which is probably something more new in Australia. I've heard the name sort of bantered around in the United States, and so for that reason I did a little bit of research, and this is what I came up with. A place where people can go and share their ideas, use their minds, translate that into actions with their hands. To me, it's a wonderful concept. So let's get into the show and let's see what this is all about. Hope you enjoy.
How you going? My name's John Madden. I run an event called Wood Dust, and today we're here at Fab 9, this fantastic makerspace in Footscray, with our Weekend at Wood Dust Makers Conference. We've got 6 different workshop areas where you can see everything from dovetails, talk about design, learn how to do steam bending, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So, you know, get on and look at our website, wooddustaustralia.com, for future events. Thanks for listening. Cheers.
That's bird's eye maple. It's been coloured a little bit to make it look a bit off. You would buy the Boston? No.
One of the great aspects of a show of this particular nature and having it in a makerspace is the fact that people can book into classes and actually do interactive workshops, and they've been trained by some very talented people who have come out from the United States, Canada, expert makers and teachers from Australia, and this is a wonderful culmination of people joining forces to introduce just the average Joe to get their hands dirty and to be a little bit familiar with something we can all do. Another good highlight is these are opportunities to catch up with people, or even meet new people who are, you know, in our community, which is they're some of the nicest people you can meet, because everyone's there and it's a gentle craft that we're all there to view and learn, you know, from one another. But I had a chance. I went with my good mate Chris, and I met up there with a couple of guys from South Australia. They made the trip 800 kilometres across, and they are excellent makers in their own right. One is Matt Sarr from MS Woodworking. He's a bespoke furniture maker over in Adelaide, and he's doing really fantastic work. So he features a lot on Instagram. So check out MS Custom Woodworking. And one of the biggest sort of Australian woodworkers who works a lot with epoxy. That's Hey Bluey Woodworking. Chad will be blown away by the quality of his work. So let's carry on. Patrick Holcombe is he's a furniture maker in Melbourne, and he does some exquisite work. He had a red gum workbench there, which I think just about blew everyone's minds. So terrific stuff. But apart from that, Patrick does videos for TimberCon, and they're more or less a how-to guide on techniques of routing, how to make jigs, and how to identify what type of bits you need for different operations. So if you ever, you know, look up TimberCon's website, they've actually got some really good videos that Patrick does. So. That was the first time that Wood Dust had been hosted in Melbourne. It's an event that's very fresh to the city, held in a makerspace that was government funded. So good on the Victorian government for actually putting their money, or putting the taxpayers' money to good use, because from this grows a greater community, grows greater creativity, and grows maybe some really great friendships. So keep your eyes open next year, 2020, for the Wood Dust event, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of growth coming in the woodworking community in Australia very soon. So thanks to John Madden too for putting on such a spectacular event. All right, guys, till the next time, stay creative and have fun with your woodwork or whatever craft you do. See you later. So there you go, there's a bit of a look at Wood Dust 2019, good event, sun shining, sort of, still cold. We had a good day. We had a good day, Chris?
I had a brilliant day, Dirk. I met Patrick Holcombe. I've always wanted to meet him.
Yep.
I've learned how to make a three-legged stool.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was good. I spent a load of money I didn't have to, but...
I didn't spend a thing.
Didn't you? Yeah, we didn't tight us.
And Collingwood's winning, so
Collingwood's winning.
It's good stuff all around. What are we having for lunch?
We haven't decided that yet.
Right, it's executive decision coming up.
Okay, I think we'll. It's either KFC, McDonald's, Red Rooster, or Hungry Jack's.
Beautiful. See, we always go with a healthy option.
That's why we look the way we do.
Yeah.